All right, I'm going to model a couple more questions for you quick, right? And then I'm going to have you guys practice, all right? This is a 2-day lesson, so if you want to stop for Wednesday after this video and do the rest of this worksheet on Thursday, that's fine. Or if you want to finish all Wednesday, that's up to you. All right, I'm going to do exercise 3, right? We're going to do more practice with this box plot and these quartiles. As soon as you see the words medians or quartiles, that's your one variable stats. All right, so I'm going to take this data, I'm going to plug it in. So I go stat, edit, clear out whatever was there before, enter in this data. So you put in 16, you put 17 in twice, right? 18, 19, 22, 25, etc. Put these values in. There's 233s. All right, this problem says the ages of 15 employees of the Red Hook Curry House are given below. All right, these are the values. All right, there were 15 employees. So I go back and I look, my last entry was the 15th one, so I know I got them all. All right, they want you to determine the medians and your quartiles. So again, you go stat again, go over to calculate, one variable stats. All right, so I want to know my first quartile, I want to know my median, and I want to know my third quartile. All right? They don't appear at the top. It's going to give you, remember, X with the line over it is your mean. They give you your standard deviations. You got to hit the down arrow to get the rest of the information. It tells me my first quartile was 18. If I keep going, my median is 26. Hit the down arrow again. My third quartile pops up. That's 37. All right, they didn't ask, but if they wanted the range, remember that would be the maximum, which is 44, minus the minimum, which was 16, which would be 28. That would be the range. Okay, and they could ask you things like the range or the interquartile range based on a box plot if they gave it to you. All right, if I wanted the interquartile range, remember that's the third quartile minus the first quartile. So that would be 37 minus 18, which would be 19. All right, this is all of the information that they could ask about basically regarding a box plot. All right, so if I want to do the box plot, I need 5 numbers. I need the 3 quartiles, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, and I need the lowest value and the highest value. So I got to get values between 16 and 44. So if I subtract that, that's 28. So I look at this one, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if I made every box 2, that would make 28, the difference I need. So I'm going to start with 16. I'm going to make every box 2. So 18, 20, every box is 2, but I'm going to label every other box. So that's going to be every 4. 22, 24, 26, 28. If you want, pause the video, fill in a number line. 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. All right? Remember, there's 5 items you got to put on here. You got to put the minimum, which is 16. You got to put the maximum, which is that 44. You need the first quartile, which was 18, right? This value is 18. You need the median, which is 26. And you need the third quartile, which is 37, right? You got 36, you got 38. So 37's in the middle. The box goes in the middle 3. So I draw a box. Connect the middle part down. And think about it. It breaks it into quarters, right? If you look, this is 1/4 of the data. This is another 1/4 of the data. This is another 1/4 of the data. this is another fourth. So if I break it up into fourths, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that make this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I asked what value would be 75% of the data, then they're talking about the third quartile. So again, this is the max, this is the third quartile, this number is the median, this is the third quartile, and that's the minimum. All right? So I could ask, based on this, what's the range? What will be my maximum minus my minimum? I could say, what's the median? That's going to be the middle of the box. I could say, what's the interquartile range? That's the third quartile minus the first quartile that you would do off the box plot. So a lot of the questions are going to be like number 4, where they ask you to interpret this, right? I could say, what would 75% of the employees' age ranges be? And that would be from the minimum to the third quartile. Because this is 25%, then this is from 0 to 25%, from 25% to 50%, from 50% to 75%. So every piece of this box represents 25% of the data because you're breaking it into fourths, right? So number 4, they could ask questions like this, right? Here's your box plot. Remember, this is the minimum. This is the first quartile. This is the median. This is the third quartile. This is the maximum. What's the median score? Well, it's this number. If you look at the boxes, each number on the number line is 2 because it goes 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70. So your median's between 70 and 72. So your median, 71. What's the range? Right? Well, it goes from 50, 52, this is 53, to 82, 84, that is. So 84 minus 53, my range is 31. What score was greater than or equal to 75% of the data? This is what I'm getting at. From here to here is 1/4, or 25%. This is another fourth, so when you get to this part, this is 50% of the data. This is another fourth, so when you get to here, that's 75%. So if you're looking at this data, it breaks it into fourths. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 1/4, another fourth. So this is half or 50%. Another fourth, so when you get to here, this is 75%. So what score was greater than or equal to 75%? They're talking about the third quartile, which is this number, which is 76. That's what they're asking for. All right? Mr. Omit regularly sets the passing grade on his quizzes to be the score of the lower quartile. So what's the passing grade? That's this number here. In this case, 64. All right, try the rest of these problems, all right, and I'll put the solutions up. Remember, this is all due by the end of the day, Thursday. So you got all of Wednesday and Thursday to do this worksheet. All right, talk to you soon.